Hello, this is JilliBling. How are you today? This is my project for the day. This is a thank you card for anyone who placed an order of $50 or more with me in the month of March. And it is featuring Misty Moonlight paper, which I love. And I saw this card on Pinterest. Just Judy Designs made this same card, but she was using Blushing Bride, and that turned out beautiful too. So this stamp set is in the current catalog, along with the dies. Shaded Summer, and this is called Summer Shadow Dies. So we'll be using this. Also, we will be using adhesive sheets. Those are right here. And in the current catalog, they're on page 167, item number 13, adhesive sheets, $10. You get 12 sheets. The sheets are 6 by 12. And they are perfect for this project. I should use them much more than I do. They will be carried over into the next catalog, but they'll be $11. So if you have any need for these, it's time to stock up before the new catalog in early May. And there's quite a few things in the upcoming catalog. The prices will be going up. So now is a good time to stock up before the price increase. So adhesive sheets, there's 12 of them in here, and they are conveniently perforated to 3 sections. So this is 4 inches right here. So I cut some Sahara Sand cardstock in half. So this is 4 1/4. This is 4. That's close enough. So I'm going to take this sheet and attach it to the back. So to do that, I'm just going to pull down 2 of the sections, and I'll use this section on my next sheet. This is not sticky. That's very sticky. So, oh, you know what? I should trim it. Hold on. Because I don't want to expose the adhesiveness, because I would never, it would be a mess. Make it just a little bit short, because I'm going to fill this sheet up all the way with my little die cuts. Okay, that is good right there. And this last piece will be remain intact. I'm not going to expose the adhesive on here. Okay, so back to where we were. Not sticky, sticky. So I'll put this down here. And I'm going to get it right about in the middle. Okay. And I'm being careful just because I don't want this going way off the side and having adhesive like exposed in the wrong area. So, and you know what, there's probably an easier way to do it, but this way works for me, and I've been doing it that way, and it works. Okay, so I'll save this for the next sheet of Sahara Sand. And look at that, there it is. Then take your bone folder, just kind of make sure it's really stuck down. I don't think it would come up. It's super sticky, and if you get it on your fingers, it takes a long time to get it off. Okay, good enough. So now flip it over and take the dies. So in here I've got 3 leaves, 2 flowers, little bitty leaf. So there's my 3 leaves, 2 flowers. And I'm going to position them, and I'll run this through my machine quite a few times. I think it ends up being 4 times. But just try to make the best you can. And if something happens to go off and over the edge, it's okay, because we're going to end up trimming this before we're done. Okay, so I will run that through my machine. There it is. And I know you don't know this, but this is my second attempt at the video. I don't know if you could tell right here. I tried on this piece here, and I didn't go back and forth through, so trying to lift these things out, they were not coming. Therefore, run it back and forth, shift it on your plates a little bit, and run it back and forth again. So hopefully we have success here. Okay, so here is this. Oh, and I wanted to show you something else. Did you notice my little pearls? Now you like, is that a heart one in there? So at Christmas, Jackie gave me a sheet of little heart pearl embellishments. I love them. So I knew I'd be using them on my own personal cards that I don't share in YouTube videos because they're not Stampin' Up. Guess what? Stampin' Up in the new catalog has little pearl heart embellishments. I think theirs are a little bit bigger, but come May, you can get those. Yeah, thanks, Jackie. Okay, so this project will be using Misty Moonlight for the flower. Oh, and the inside is just black and then Misty Moonlight. There's two different flowers in the stamp set. There's this one with a stem, and then there's this other one without a stem. We'll put that one on the inside. This one cut out using a die. There's dies for everything. Great words in this set. And then we'll use black. And all my black pads are being busy, so I have an old one here, which I love. Okay, let's get started on this project. Like I kind of mentioned, I already started and it was not working. So a few of the steps are already done. I did a double bow. You can see this one has a double bow. This might be good. Pearls, we'll put some pearls on it. So those are my embellishments. So here I have card base, Misty Moonlight, 4 1/4 by 11, my inside pieces, and I'll put all the dimensions of the papers on my blog, and my blog is JilliBling.com. I attach this piece of white, and this piece of Sahara sand will go right over the top after we put some of the die cut pieces on it. And then this is for the flower, and this is for the words. So let's try these die cuts. So to do that, these are already done. They're already popped out. I hope it behaves a little better. That hanging on there is making me nervous. So far, so good. So now it's a sticker. That's cool. And I'm going to take out all these little center. Oh, this is much better. Okay, you have to run it through quite a few times. Happy, happy, happy. Okay, then take off this part to expose the adhesive. And I'm going to take out those little flower centers. Come on. Shouldn't be that hard. What's going on here? Let go. There it is. Especially because it cut all the way through. That's good. So these little flower centers, I'm going to pop them out. Or if yours are hanging in there, you don't have to pop them out. You could leave it all as one solid flower and not take out any of this little detail stuff. However you like is fine. Because it's a tone-on-tone background, I don't know that you can do wrong. There's a flower. That is going to go right there. And I'm purposely putting it off the edge, and I'll trim that. So how are some of these looking? That one hasn't, well, okay, if you don't have adhesive sheets. And let me show you what happened. I used a short piece. So that one came out from right here. So if you don't have adhesive sheets, you could still do this project just fine by taking glue, or you could do your tape runner. And just attach it. See what else we have. Take these little flower centers out. Take off the adhesive. Make it a sticker. It's really sticking. Okay, sticker. Right there. And I'm going to be using this part that I cut off. This one is already done. Oh, no adhesive sheet there, but that's okay. The liquid glue works pretty good. Guess I have lots of little pieces on this one. Okay, so this can go right there. And I can tell that's the part that did not have adhesive. So get your adhesive sheets quick, or just use your liquid glue. Any way is fine. Okay, and this little leaf. And you could decide how close to put your little elements. I think I want another flower. And keep in mind that the word banner is going to go right here, and the flowers are going to go there. So you could be a bit sparse on decorating your Sahara sand background piece. This one was ready to go. So I went out to lunch today with my friend Diane, and that was fun. She's always fun to be with. Okay, I'm trying to spread them out just a little bit, otherwise I'll be putting lots of pieces on here. How about another flower? I like those flowers. Well, this one is behaving. So I know that the flower is going to go there. And the band is going to go across here. Okay, and what else? 2 leaves. Okay, this big leaf. So when you were a kid, did you do stickers? Did you have a sticker book? I did. Then after I stuck all the stickers on, it's like, well, now what? What do you do with them? It's kind of like that. How about up here? I don't know. I don't want 2 leaves in a row. Obviously, I need more flowers. Now use the edges of that flower. Okay, so let me start working on some of these edges. Flip it over, and I'll cut off this bit, and that little edge of a flower can go right here, right along that edge, like I planned that. Well, it's a little crooked, but that's okay, because it just takes another trim. This stem, I'm going to trim it because I don't think you'd recognize it elsewhere. Okay. This flower, I think I could use the remains of this flower on an edge. How about right here? We have 2 flowers, and I know that the bar for the words is going to cover up a lot of that. But that's good. And flip it over, see what else there is to trim. This flower, that's looking pretty good. That you could tell it's a flower. I'm going to put it, well, I know that the flower, the blue flower, and the word band, so I think that will be okay there. This has to go. Don't think I'll use that. Can't tell what that is. Just to decorate the edges. But you know what? I think a lot of this is going to be covered. Okay, and the rest will just get trimmed off. Nope, that's where the Misty Moonlight flower will go. So, got the new catalog coming. If you have your eye on anything, get it sooner than later, because the retiring list is good while supplies last, and many of the things are on sale. Then there's always the clearance rack. So this is a good time to be shopping. Okay, so I think we're done with all that. The next one that I make, I'm sure I'll be much more proficient. Okay. Pieces everywhere. I might turn this paper over. It's distracting. Okay, so here's the sample. Do you just have to clean up like that too? It's like, okay, now I can move on to the next step. It's very sticky. Okay, so this will just be put onto here. Very sticky. And I'll use my tape runner, or you could use liquid glue. Whatever you have, it's fine. Little white border. And these are the remaining pieces. So let's stamp the blue flower on here, Misty Moonlight. Okay, you know what, I might try it again. I just re-inked this pad. It has a few kind of streaks through there of areas that didn't get as much ink. Oh, that's better. Okay, and I'll cut that out using this die. And I have washi tape on it because 2 times I went to cut it out and it shifted. Do you know how disappointing that is? Washi tape figures it out. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna make sure I see the stem through here. Okay, cut that out. Here it is. And I have the Misty Moonlight open because I want to do the inside. So I'll do that other flower. Right at the bottom. Very pretty. And then in black, I will do Above and Beyond. You go there a lot. Good. And then on the Misty Moonlight paper, I have Thank You, because these are thank you cards. I'm going to leave enough room for my pearls. Thank you. Anyone who's watching this that placed an order, thank you. Okay, so that's all that's to this one. No coloring. Coloring sometimes is good, other times it's not. It's a lot of work. So this is the inside paper. Just a little bit of a border. Just like on the outside, there's a little bit of a white border. And might as well attach this one to the white. Okay, inside, look how pretty that is. The black and white with the sand and blue. I guess I love it with navy too. Okay, and then this with the thank you is going to go on here. Right in the center. It has a little bit of white showing on the outside, just because that perfectly lines up with this white. Okay, and then I'm going to do adhesive and liquid glue. And that's because this has a lot of texture on it, and I certainly don't want this falling off. So definitely by the edges. I guess I could have done all just liquid glue. That's okay. We'll have instant stick and stick in 3 minutes stick. And you could probably see how I didn't attach any of the die cut pieces here. That's because the words are going to go right there. So I didn't need to fill it up. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to set this off to the side, put some weight on it just to make sure it sticks. So now for the flower. Not that it's hard at all. I have a piece of vellum and my die cut flower. So I could use this, but I don't think that I could get way down in the cracks, like on the stem. So I'm going to use liquid glue. Okay, that's good. Now put that on the vellum, right in the middle. Let it dry for just a minute. Then let's go back to this and let's attach pearls. So I'm going to do, where's my little heart one? These little hearts are coming to you. The heart right in the middle. And then these little bitty ones, one above and one below. Is that straight? Okay, we'll use that. We're just missing a flower. So for the flower, on the vellum, and this is what Just Judy Designs said she did, was she die cut the flower and then just hand cut with a little bit of a border, because that makes it stand out. It just gives it one more layer of dimension. And you could have a bigger border than this, or littler. It's really easy to cut vellum. Like strangely easy. I wonder if I could just keep my scissors, the sharp, here, this is an area to try it, and just kind of push. Yeah, it works, but nah. Have you ever taken vellum and put it in an embossing folder? That's fun, because all, like say you did it with a whole bunch of stripes or dots, all the dots become white and then the vellum is still like clear, see-through like. But sometimes the vellum, it makes all kinds of noise. It's like running through your machine. It's like, am I breaking something? It's like, no, that's just what vellum does when it's in an embossing folder. It's a cool look. It's kind of weird, but good, fun. We should do that. Oh, so when I was with Diane, she had all these cards, like flashback cards, where they're using stuff and products from like 20 years ago. And we were looking through them and enjoying, and both of us are like, oh, I remember that. And like the corner notch punch, all kinds of things. But she had one, and it was kind of, she had a magic card, but then she also had one, I forgot what they call it. Do I have it? I have it here. I'll show you in just a minute. Anyhow, she let me borrow it, and I think that we need to try this with current stuff. Okay, I'm purposely not putting anything on here. I'll glue that down. Okay, so this is going to go right about here. I'm thinking wherever the ribbon is, it'd be nice if it was on the moonlight. Well, I think it's okay, even if it isn't, because I want the ribbon to really show up. Put a little glue right there. Okay. Let me show you this card really quick. Okay. Are any of you doing a flashback? Remember embossing? Remember tearing? Okay, so you just think, oh, okay, it's a card. How nice. But watch this. You ready? Look at that. Nothing there. How would I do that? I know how to do this. We're going to do this, but with current stuff. Okay, stuck good enough, and now some glue dots to attach the bow, and then that's it for this card. My thank you card. Thank you, thank you. And if any of your little things are popping up, you could put glue on them just to hold it down. Isn't that sweet? I mean, I could put embellishments all over on the flower, color in the flower, but there's nothing like a monochromatic, especially with blue. Thank you. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye.